Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody's doing really well. I do want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Pisces out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Pisces, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Pisces? Okay. Pisces, you're starting out with the Seven of Wands. You have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and you have the Three of Swords. Oh, so this is some tough energy. There's an energy of loss and heartbreak here. I do feel like you're kind of standing your ground with regard to this. So it's like you're very defensive with somebody, but you're experiencing a loss of stability, heartache, concern with it. It's like you're in the midst of a storm. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy. A little bit of chaotic energy for them. Show me who's in Pisces energy, please. All right, so the person in your energy has the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and coming out together is the Strength card in reverse along with the Knight of Wands. So this person in your energy, you might be dealing with a Leo, but this person in your energy is identifying you as being someone who makes them very happy. There's an energy of wanting to meet in the middle, wanting to meet up, wanting to talk. I do see an ending here. I see it in both of your energies. And I feel like you're heartbroken over this, Pisces. They're kind of afraid to talk to you about something. There's something it's like they're afraid to approach you. So they're trying to work up the courage to do so. So, I'm wondering if for some of you, if this person could be a little bit on and off in this connection. Let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. I do feel like you're very defensive with this person. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. That's an ending of a contract or a foundation. This is what's caused you to be very defensive here. But they're saying there's happiness that can be found here. We just have to meet and talk. We have to meet in the middle. Let me see what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection for Pisces. Queen of Wands in the reverse. There could be somebody from the past that is causing some issues, causing some problems for you. This could be somebody who is a little bit bitter, most likely a female presence. And it could be somebody who also does some dark magic. So be careful here, Pisces. Because whoever this is, they're the one that caused this ending, this loss. Now, that's not for everybody, but you'll know it if it's for you. For others of you, it's what's affecting the connection is this established foundation has broken down and nobody is taking any kind of action to resolve it. You're both just in this energy of loss, you know, an ending and loss. You more so than them. For them, there could have been some sexual inappropriate activities with this Queen of Wands. I don't like seeing that. Let me see. Now, you might be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, with Leo being very strong. Let me see your outcome. The Moon in reverse. Something being revealed. Something is coming to light. And whatever this is what is so painful to you. And this person literally fears telling you this. They fear talking to you about this. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. Now that's underlying energy, and it does tell me that you are trapped in your thoughts. You're thinking about this over and over, as are they. Let's clarify this. Spirit, why is the Seven of Wands here for Pisces? Why is the Seven of Wands here for Pisces? And there it is, a truth that's been spoken. A truth that's been spoken. I do see you're now waiting to see what this person's going to do with it. I feel like you said what you needed to say to this person, Pisces. Or somebody could have come to you and told you something. This is a connection, though, that it was an established foundation. It's something that you were highly invested in. You were very patient with this person. And I feel like you're now waiting to see what they're going to say, what they're going to do. Let me see the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Show me the Queen of Pentacles reversed. There's a need for you to take care of yourself right now. Self-care is needed. Seven of Cups reversed and the Four of Cups reversed. Yeah, something you were confused about, you got the truth about it. You got the clarification that you needed. You feel disrespected by this person or by this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands in reverse is not a very nice person. They are bitter. They are somebody who is sneaky. They are disrespectful. So you might be feeling that this person disrespected you, disrespected this connection. I'm also seeing that you're thinking about this person in your energy a lot. You're wondering if now, you've missed your opportunity with this person. Let me see the Three of Swords. Yeah, this is heartbroken energy here. It's painful. And it looks like you're in the middle of that storm. King of Cups, you love this person. And the Tower in reverse. So this is causing a tower for you. You're trying to avoid it, but you can't. You're in the middle of this storm. And because you love this person, you will try to work this out with them if at all possible. But let's look at their energy. Show me the Ten of Cups for the person in Pisces energy. I don't know what is going on right now, but a lot of people are experiencing very turbulent energy right now. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the King of Wands. This person may have been juggling, or at least you suspect they are. They are going to talk to you. They're going to tell you that you are their happiness. They want to meet with you and work this out, talk about this. I think you feel that this is your divine partner, as do they, by the way. But right now, the two of you are not on the same page. So they're trying to make up their mind and bring up the courage to approach you, to talk to you. They're weighing up the pros and cons on what it is that they should do in this situation. Should they approach you? Should they tell you the complete truth? Should they give you the clarity that you're asking for here? Let me see the Ace of Wands reversed. Show me the Ace of Wands reversed. The Hermit and the Page of Cups. They're trying to figure out what to do with this person that has caused all this rift between you. You've got a Queen of Wands that is directly in the center of your reading, between you and this person, between you and the current state of your connection and the end, how it turns out. So this person, I feel like your person that you had the ending with, they're trying to figure out what in the world they should do, and they really want to approach you and talk to you, and they're trying to figure out how to do that. How do I approach Pisces? How do I open the door to have a conversation so I can bring truth and clarity? And how much of the truth and clarity do I need to bring? And I would say all of it. Let me see. They're also trying to figure out what to do with this person. And look at that. There's that Queen of Wands all over again. Show me the bottom energy. All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Four of Wands. So you could be married to this person or in a long-standing connection. I will tell you that this person is highly attracted to you. This looks like a very attractive person as well. They feel that you are their divine partner. They're showing up here in a single energy, but that's not what they want. They want to come towards you and say, look, I want to bring this back together. You could be dealing with a twin flame for some of you. Yeah, this person is going to take action to come towards you. They're trying to figure out how they need to go about doing that. They're likely to reach out to you in a very sweet way, but very small initially. The goal is for them to open the door to have a bigger conversation. But they're afraid to have this conversation with you. This is somebody who is very independent and they're very charming. Let me see the energy that is between Pisces and this person. Now, as far as signs that I'm seeing, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is here. Virgo is here. Leo is here. Let me see. Cancer is here as well. Let me see the Three of Pentacles reversed. Oh, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you feel very betrayed by this person. And they know it. Nine of Swords. Oh, this is horrible energy. It's rough. I mean, it's like anxiety and tears and pain, betrayal. And it caused an ending here. It caused this foundation to absolutely crumble. And they're very worried about it. They, like both of you are. You're both thinking about each other constantly. Let me see this Queen of Wands reversed. Show me this Queen of Wands reversed. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups reversed. And we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, this is slowly progressing. I feel like whoever this Queen of Wands is has been slowly moving towards your person for a long time. It's somebody that things didn't work out with in the past. And now they're looking at this. There could have been some sexual activity between this person. There could have been some juggling here. But now this person's like, I want to reach out to Pisces. I got to figure out how to open up to Pisces, how to open this door. And they're very afraid that it's not going to work, that you're moving on from them. Because this was a big deal. This is a huge betrayal. And you're looking at everything. You feel like this person, you know, that they didn't really love you. You're looking at everything that happened and you're like, did this person actually even love me? You know, you're considering moving on. But I feel like you love this person, so you will try to work this out if you can. See, you were confused about some things that were taking place, and then you got the clarity. Either somebody told you something or you saw something. But regardless, you were patient with this person. You have a long history with them as well. And I feel like you're just sad and hurt and betrayed right now. So they're not actually putting the effort into reaching out to you because they're trying to figure out how to go about doing that. Let me look at the outcome. Show me the outcome. I feel like this Queen of Wands in reverse, I feel like this person has been slowly moving in on your person for a minute and you didn't know. Page of Pentacles. Three of Cups, or Three of Coins in the reverse. That's what's currently between the two of you. And the Six of Swords reversed. So, wow. In your energy, what I am seeing is that something here came out. Something was revealed. It is exactly what it is that caused this connection to end. You feel this person broke a soul contract with you. And I would have to agree. It causes foundation to crumble. And so I don't feel like you're as cooperative because of what was revealed, what came out for a lot of you about this Queen of Wands reversed. Now, that isn't for everybody. So if it's not, just know that this person, that something here happened. Nobody's really taking action. And while you're very sad, this person is thinking about what they need to do, but they're not putting the effort in. Regardless, by the end of the week, I'm seeing that the status does not change very much as far as the connection. You will find out more. You will learn more. It looks like you may talk to this person. They will likely, if they haven't reached out, they're trying to figure out how to do so. Again, this Queen of Wands, if there is one involved, is trying to block that communication. They're trying to block it. And this person is in a state of chaos and they feel stuck. They feel like they can't get away from the chaos. So they are showing up as single, but again, this Queen of Wands is trying to intervene, or not intervene, but interfere in them reaching out to you. So I don't see them coming forward by the end of the week. You may reach out to them for some of you. For others of you, you might say, you know what, the hell with this. I dodged a bullet here and I'm going to start dating. But I would caution you about that if that is your intention, Pisces. And the reason is because, you know, you could be causing a further tower moment for yourself because you're obviously in the middle of a storm here. So this is very difficult energy. I feel badly for whoever's involved in this. And I don't know who this Queen of Wands is, but that person has created absolute chaos. It looks almost like it's somebody that is a false, well, I wouldn't say a false twin flame, but this person feels that they deserve to be with your person. And I don't think that's the case. This looks like a spiritual connection, but, you know, who am I to say? Regardless, this person is trying to find the courage to approach you, to take action. I don't see them doing it by the end of the week. You might reach out to them in order to try to repair the damage that's been done here. But you're very hurt, Pisces. Bottom of the deck is the Star card in reverse, Aquarius energy. That is telling me that you feel crushed. Your hopes and your dreams are crushed. Your emotions are all over the place. You're kind of trapped in your thoughts and your feelings as well. So just, this is tough energy. This is really tough energy. Focus on you. Look towards doing self-care. I think that's going to be difficult right now, but that's going to be what provides you with the stability that you need. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Pisces. Let's see if we can get some more advice for Pisces. All right, so your card is number 36. Now, that does tell me, because it's a 9, that you are almost at the end of this cycle, which is a positive thing. This card, though, is called Hole in the Soul. So let's read that. Give me one moment. Your childhood wounds are creating a hole in your soul. One way your childhood wounds disrupt an extraordinary life is through low-grade depression experienced as a perpetual empty feeling. If as a child you tried to make everything all right by picking up the pieces of your family dramas, then you may have adopted a false self. When you lose your authentic self, you disconnect from your true feelings, needs, and desires. Instead, you wear a mask to make others feel more comfortable. Being detached leads to profound loneliness and isolation, as you are always mourning your true self. This card encourages you to discover your true self through learning about your childhood and mourning the abandonment and the neglect you may have felt. All right, this is a tough reading. My heart goes out to you, Pisces. Just know that you have to find your stability here by pouring into yourself right now. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm not even going to ask you to hype it because this is such a difficult reading. And I hope that, it's brought a little bit of clarity to you. So if you have resonated with it, like the video, subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, Pisces, know that you are love. And namaste.